Hi guys, Top Pops here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about my Funko Pop collection and also how much it's worth. So let's get started. Now the first thing we have to do before we talk about anything is pull up the Funko app, because that's where I have all of my figures categorized for the most part. I try to add them whenever I get new ones, but I know I've probably missed one here and there, but this is what we've got as of the Funko app right now. And also, I did a series a while back where I added all of my figures to the Funko app, so if you guys would like to see another update on that where I go through some of my figures and find out if they're in the Funko app or if they're not, please let me know in the comment section below, because I would love to do a part 6 for you guys. Alright everyone, so I've got it pulled it up, and as of right now, we have 2,382 items in my collection. And in case you guys are wondering what that consists of, that is Funko Pops as well as sodas. I don't add all of the other random stuff in here because they really don't add much value, and then they kind of just clutter up my Funko app. So I try to do just the main collections, which is of course sodas as well as Funko Pops. And I think for sodas I have like maybe 100, 150. So for Funko Pops we probably have around like, I don't know, 2,200, something around there. And I definitely know that there's a lot of other figures that I don't have in my collection on the app. Like, I'm looking at some right now. I know I definitely didn't add, like, Mothman. I don't think I added that one, but it's probably about, like, a $20 to $30 character, so it would add a little bit of value to my collection. And now in terms of what my collection's worth, we're actually going to be saving that till the end of the video. Before I talk about that, I want to show you guys some figures that are in my collection that are pricey but don't make my top 10, but are still some really amazing figures. Alright everyone, now let's start with this figure right here, which is the Pop Rocks Blue Meanie. Now by no means does this make my top 10, but I just love this Funko Pop. And then if you guys want to see the back of the box here, we've got John, Paul, George, and Ringo, and you kind of get an idea of what they look like by looking at the back there. It's not a great photo, but you can kind of tell. And so for my collection, I only have the Blue Meanie as well as Ringo, and I would love to get the rest of them eventually, but they are kind of pricey, so maybe in the future I will pick them up. And also, in case you guys are wondering how much the Blue Meanie is worth, he is, I have the Funko app here, hold on, let me find it, $120 USD. Which is a crazy price for a figure, but some people might even say that I got a bad deal on this one, because I remember, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I traded this one here for the entire original wave of Steven Universe Pops, and I don't know how much they're worth anymore, but I feel like for me, in my collection, I prefer this one a lot more. Okay guys, now that I've talked about it, I have to check to see how much they're worth. So it looks like the Steven is worth $38, and then I also had, it was Pearl worth $38 as well, and then we have Garnet. Garnet was $31 now, and Amethyst is $27. So you know what? I think I made a good choice with this one because they're worth probably around the same price, and this one, to find in a good box, is a lot harder. Alright everybody, now let's get on to the next figure, which is this one right here. This is the Creeper from Scooby-Doo, and I'm trying to get every single different Scooby-Doo pop, and I believe at this point I'm only missing 2. Well, I guess I'm also missing the Hex Girls, but they're a brand new figure, so I'll probably get them sooner rather than later. But yeah, this one here is the Creeper, which is a 2017 Spring Conventions exclusive, and I got this one, then I also got another one out of a mystery box at New York Comic Con, probably 2019 if I were to guess, somewhere around there. And if you guys are wondering how much this figure is worth, it's a pretty hefty $220. And no, this one doesn't scratch the surface on my top 10. Even though it's very close, it doesn't make it. So that's why I wanted to do this video today, to show you figures that are just outside of the range of my top 10. And let me see, guys, I think it's in here if I were to guess. I think it is. Let me see. Do I have the second one in here? I don't know. I have a double section in the other room. It might be there. Yeah, I don't see it in here. Too bad. I really want to show off both of them, just to prove to you guys that I'm not lying. Actually, Noah, could you roll the clip so it doesn't look like I'm lying? Thanks.
Woohoo! I know what that is. That's a good one.
What is? Who is it?
It's the Creeper from Scooby-Doo. Hey!
I love Scooby-Doo.
There we go. That's a great one. There you go. That's a good point.
Oh,
that's
nice.
Cool. Okay.
I feel like me saying that I'm not lying is making it seem like I'm lying even more, but the clip was just shown. I hope. And if you guys want to see the figures that are also in this set, we've got Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, Velma, Daphne, and Fred. So this is going with the original wave. And also, one thing that I would love Funko to make eventually is the Mystery Machine, because they actually did make one in a door, but it looks like this right here. Funko, why couldn't you make a pop of it as well? The only reason I could think of was that they were kind of changing the way that they were doing pop rides. Instead of having the characters stick out of the top, they were doing it so they were actually like built inside of it. So maybe it's kind of hard to fit Fred inside of the front of it, but Funko, if you could do it somehow, I don't care what it looks like, I would just love to have one in my pop collection. And I could probably guess why this one is more expensive than a lot of the other Scooby-Doo villains, because it was a conventions exclusive. And then also, this one is in the intro for the original 1969 Scooby-Doo show. And now guys, I didn't just grab Funko Pops, I also grabbed some some sodas because these are making my collection more expensive. So let's go through a couple of these right now. And the first one that I've got here is the black and white Captain Crunch. And this thing comes in at, wait, hold on, I'm checking the price, $195. And now the reason for this is because of how limited it actually was. When it comes to sodas, they're normally about like 7,000 to 10,000, but this one I believe was actually under 5,000 pieces. And then when it's the chase, it's gonna be 1/6 of that. So it really does make this figure rare. And also, I do wanna say a little bit of a fun fact. When I was opening these up on the channel, I believe it was Noah with me, and we actually got 2 of the chase. So I still need the common version of Captain Crunch, and maybe I'll get that one eventually. And if you guys are wondering, the chase is the black and white version, and then the common is the one where it's colored. And it really is cool. I do like the chase, but I would love to have both of them eventually. Because having this one on my shelf without having the normal colors for Captain Crunch, I do get questions saying, why didn't you get the original one? Well, actually, this one is a lot more expensive. I just guess a lot of people prefer these colors here if you're not like a diehard soda collector. Or even just a Funko collector in general, because of course people who like Funko would of course like the chase version more, but for people who are just kind of casually looking at these figures, would probably like the blue version rather than the black and white one. Rather than the black and white one. Oh, and also, Noah, I know that you're editing this video, so do you have your Captain Crunch with you? It should be to your right. I think it's on your shelf on your right. Do you have it?
The camera on my computer won't work, but here is the Captain Crunch soda as requested, and just to show you, it is indeed the chase. So, there you go. Don't worry, I didn't lose it yet. Hopefully never.
I mean, if he can't find this thing or doesn't know where it is, that's going to be pretty alarming because this figure is $200. No, you better have it. And now, guys, for the next one here, we have the Chase Huckleberry Honda. For the most part, all of the expensive ones are the chases. I don't think I have, like, a common one over maybe, like, $20 to $30. They're all pretty much around that price. But then when you get to the chases, that's where the money happens. Not that I'm going to be selling these things, but I really do enjoy seeing the value of them go up just to prove that these are actually worth something. And if you guys want to see, there is the Huckleberry Honda right here, and I love the red on this one. Also, they did a very similar thing with the 10-inch Funko Pop, where you could get the blue one off the Funko Shop, or a 1-in-6 version where the chase was red. And actually, Captain Pops sent that over to me a long time ago, and then I found out, I feel kind of bad about this, because a lot of stuff didn't ship to Canada. I actually had a box in the States, and then my friend went to go pick it up and showed me all of the stuff that was in the box, and apparently, I got a Chase Huckleberry Hound from my order, and I didn't know it. It's been stuck there for almost 2 years. But anyways, Captain Pops, still, thank you so much for sending that over. And this here, like I said, is coming in at around $190, only $5 less than the Captain Crunch. I said like I said, but I don't think I had mentioned it. Well, I've mentioned it now. Anyways, it's pretty pricey. And now, guys, I've got one more soda that I want to show you guys today, and this one here is the Chase Yummy Mummy. And if you guys are wondering on the colors here, what they do for the original cereal ad icons, they actually swap the colors to go along with another cereal ad icon. So for this one here, it's Yummy Mummy in Fruit Brute colors, and this one is coming in at around $250. And I think that this one is amazing. I love this figure, and this one is also super limited. I believe both of these ones here, the Fruit Brute and the Yummy Mummy, were limited to about 5,000 pieces, and then there was a 1-in-6 chase inside of that 5,000. So these things really are rare, and that's why this one goes for $250. Oh, and also another little fun fact about this one, very similar to the Captain Crunch. When I opened this one up on the channel, we happened to get 2 chases for the Yummy Mummy. So I actually have another one right here, and this really is crazy that we got 2 of them, and if you guys want to see them, there they are right there. And just to prove to you guys that these are actually 2 next to each other, there they are crossing each other. I can't do this. I don't know why I'm trying to prove to you guys, but there really is 2 of them in my collection. And what's crazy to me is that I'm holding $500 in my hands right now, and I don't know if I could actually get that when I sell them, but it would probably be pretty close to that. All right, everybody, now that we're done with sodas, let's get on to some more Funko Pops. I've actually got 3 more to show you guys today, and let's start with this one right here, which is from Pop Books, and this is Max from Where the Wild Things Are. And I am a massive fan of this character. I picked this one up years and years ago over at Barnes & Noble, and I really wish I did get the whole set when I saw them originally, because I think they were like $8.99. I think it says on the bottom, yeah, they were $8.95 when I picked these figures up over at Barnes & Noble back in, like, what's it say, 2014? Yeah, probably right around there. And this figure is one of my favorites in the books line. Well, I actually have a couple different books ones. Well, it's one of my favorites. I really do enjoy Waldo, and I also like the Lorax, and I definitely want to get more Dr. Seuss Funko Pops in the future. And if you guys want to see more of those on the channel, please let me know in the comment section below, because they haven't made any in a couple years, but I would love to go back and pick up some of the ones that I missed out on. Oh, and also, I haven't mentioned the price of Max, and if you guys want to know, this one sits at around $170, actually less than the Yummy Mummy right here. And I know this is kind of relative, but that is super crazy. crazy. And I almost forgot to mention how much this one's worth. This one sits at around $170, which is crazy because I only paid about $9 for this thing back in 2014. And I think why this one's so expensive is because this one's actually the first ever character in the Pop Books line, and also there are so many new collectors since 2014. And if you guys want to see the back of the box here, there was also another figure in the set, which is Carol, and I now officially have both of them. I know I said earlier that I missed out on that one originally, but I think I got that one maybe like last year or the year after for about 40 or 50 bucks. Okay guys, so this next pop here is a bit of a weird one. This one is one that was gifted to me by my friend Mitchell, and the only reason he gifted it to me was not because I watched the show, but just because my mom said I couldn't get it because of how weird this figure was. And if you guys know this anime, you guys probably know which figure it is, and I've had this one for a long time, and here it is right here, guys. This is the Attack on Titan Colossal Titan. It's a weird pop, and what's weirder about it is that Attack on Titan is becoming very popular right now, so this figure is skyrocketing in price. And this one here, I remember it sat at about like $40 to $50, but now this figure's up to $125, and it's probably gonna keep climbing because I don't feel like they're gonna be making another Colossal Titan anytime soon, so this really is a cool one to have in the collection. And now that we've started that series of doing things for the first time, I'm definitely going to have to add Attack on Titan to that list of things for the series because you guys really want me to watch this thing. And now I also want to show you guys the back of the box here, which has Eren Titan form, and then I believe this one is Mikasa. I think that's how you pronounce it, but this is a smaller wave, but definitely a good one. Alright guys, now I'm just scrolling for the last figure here because this one really is expensive and it baffles me how quick this price went up. I remember it was maybe about 5 or 6 months after it had came out, and then it skyrocketed to this price right here, and I just gotta find it because I want to see what it's at. Where is this thing? Here it is right here. The SpongeBob SquarePants Diamond Glitter, and this thing sits at exactly $100. And I don't know what's up with this one, guys. Maybe Hot Topic didn't get in very many of them when they first came out, because I remember I went the day of and they had very few left over when I did pick this thing up. And I really do enjoy this character because the rainbow with the glitter really does make sense for this pop. And now I know Hot Topic could re-release this figure sometime soon because they do that a lot, but fingers crossed they don't, because this is a really cool figure to have in my SpongeBob collection, and I believe this is one of my most expensive ones in that set. Well, actually, now that I say that, I do have Sandy, but I don't think Sandy's up there, and also I don't know if I have her in the Funko app because she doesn't have a box. Maybe I should check. Yeah, hold on, one sec. Okay guys, this is crazy. Sandy Cheeks sits at $290, and I didn't add her to my Funko app just because I don't have the box for her, so she's not worth that amount, but it's still crazy how expensive this figure is, and I wish I kept the box because there was about, I want to say, maybe 10 to 15 characters right at the beginning where I didn't keep the boxes, and then we were having a party at our house and people wanted to see the figures, so I brought them down, and then my great-aunt Kersey actually said, why don't you keep the boxes, because I'm sure in a long time they're going to be worth a lot more with the boxes. So Kersey, I don't know if you're going to see this, but if you do somehow, thank you so much for letting me know that I should keep the boxes, and I feel like I would have figured it out eventually, but if it weren't for you telling me so early on, I wouldn't have a lot of really amazing characters worth how much they are. And well guys, there you go. Those are the random characters that I have for you today. Oh, almost! I almost forgot to tell you guys how much my collection is worth because that was the point of the video. So, with 2,382 characters in the Funko app, my collection is worth, drumroll please, $71,433 USD. It's a lot. And also, I do want to mention, that would be if I sell every single character separately, with some of them being like $5, some of them being $6, some of them even saying $2 on here, and I feel like for some of those really, really cheap ones, I could probably get more for them. And also, some of the ones that are like my most expensive, like Buzz Lightyear, I feel like I'd probably get like maybe 1,000 instead of 1,130. Like, that's so specific. I feel like it would probably sell realistically for 1,100 without the 30 extra dollars. I don't know, stuff like that, but it really is close to $71,433. And actually, I added my sodas to my collection yesterday, and that went up another $1,000. So just yesterday, I think we hit the 70K mark, and then today, we're almost at 72,000. Pretty crazy. Actually, guys, now that we're on the topic of Sandy Cheeks, didn't you notice that she lives in Bikini Bottom? Kind of ironic, but anyways, guys, let's spin the wheel here, and let's see what the pop of the day is going to be today. Ooh, box lunch! Let me get one. Alright everybody, so the box lunch exclusive that I chose today is a great one. Probably, out of the ones that I have in my collection, my favorite box lunch exclusive. This one here is the Spider-Man in his pizza outfit delivering a pizza. And I don't exactly know what this figure is referencing, but I do know that there is a side quest in one of the Spider-Man games where you actually have to deliver a pizza, and there's the really funny Spider-Man song to go along with it. No, if you could play it right now, that would be amazing. Just put it right underneath me talking. But this right here is just such a cool character, and I do want to take it out of the box, and I almost broke this one when I first took it out last time, because it is a little a little wobbly, I would say, because of all of the webs and stuff like that, but this is just such an amazing character. And if you guys want to see it, there it is right there. And I especially love the cheese and pepperoni flying out of the pizza box. Ooh, okay, hold on, guys. This is weird. I probably talked about this the first time we unboxed this figure, but it looks like the hand is actually popping out of the web there. Like, it looks like they're two separate pieces. And can you guys see that? There's like a bit of a distance between the two. Like, there's not supposed to be that little bit of white, what the web is, in between the two. So that is a little bit nerve-wracking. And when you put it in the box, though, you don't even notice it, so who really cares? But yeah, this is just such an amazing pop, and I thought that this one was a great box lunch exclusive to show off to you guys today. Now, one more thing, guys, that I did notice on the back before we get out of here for today is it says Marvel Eat the Universe. Like, there's a full logo for it. So, Funko, if you're watching, I would love to see more Marvel Eat the Universe figures in the future. I don't know if this was just a one-off thing, but if you're willing to make more of them, I would love to buy them. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But this has been another episode of Top Pops, Popsters. Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.
Dripping like a school. Gonna forward school. Baby gonna school. She funny with it. Cool. V5 full thump. I'm a hump on a bump. Jack and Jill up a hill. Baby tryna get a meal. Mary had a little lamb. I really do not fuck with, and she calling me the muffin man. I surely like the muffin top. Slow. Like my lashes.